Good evening. Sorry I'm late. Had a bit of a mouth issue. I'm just saving up nuts for winter. So, obviously, I don't exactly have the energy and enthusiasm to do my big 10k giveaway. So I need to reschedule that for, I don't know, I'm going to be getting dental work for the next couple of weeks, so we'll see. Plus, I ordered some other N-scale item for the giveaway, which probably wouldn't be here next week anyway. Anyway, I'm high as a kite on all sorts of drugs. But no, I'm not going to talk a lot tonight, actually. I'm not going to be on very long either. I just wanted to turn up because there's so many lost souls out there with nothing to do on a Friday night. Right, might as well run some trains. Now, I had a video this morning. You must have seen it. So excited. So I decided that I'm going to try and duplicate my little N-scale Mini Mac with my HO scale Big Mac, right? So here's what we have. If I can find it. N-scale left. Let's go with... Okay, let's try this one, okay? So this is the one you would have seen earlier on. Which is phenomenal. So what I've gone with is 5 container cars with white containers. Now what I actually have here is 2 articulated auto racks. So technically 4 auto racks. Brown gondola, black gondola, B serial, right? So here's what I've tried to emulate with the full-sized Big Mac. It's similar but not exactly the same, but I thought it would be fun to try, okay? Thank you, Michael and Roseanne. So we should have 5 container cars with white containers. One articulated auto rack. But I've only got 1 set of articulated, so it needs to be 2 individual yellow auto racks. 1 brown gondola. And unfortunately my black gondola is missing a coupler box, so I couldn't get the black. And a B serial caboose. So they're very similar, as you can see. Well, that was good timing, eh? So we're just going to be running some trains gently around the track. And just catching up. Because we didn't even do our New Year's lies, our list of lies for the new year. I've got a lot on my list. Yes. RDGK thought the train went through a Viagra show. Didn't know that was such a thing. Doing good, Sandwich Dave, on the other hand, not so well. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm obviously feeling a bit, not exactly drunk, but certainly I've got plenty of Tylenol and Advil in me at the same time, because you can take them both at the same time, apparently. Plus the whole antibiotics, in case you missed that. Isn't that nice? Thought I could last another couple of weeks, but no, I had to do an emergency visit to the dentist this morning. Bit of a phobia. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's got a dental phobia, or a dentist phobia. But anyway. They're sorting me out, but I need to go for a root canal and an extraction next Friday of all days, so that's why I'm saying I'm going to have to delay the 10k giveaway for a couple of weeks, alright? But that's okay, it'll give me time to organise, get prizes ready, make some sort of rules, okay? Right, so we'll just run some trains, chill out, see where the night takes us, alright? Exactly, Colin, why would anyone choose dentistry as a profession? So strange, bunch of masochists, I tell you. Oh, Major Tom's getting a new knee. Oh, that sounds way worse than a new tooth. Or an old tooth removed. So we also have our new Ontario Northland freight on the track. I'm still convinced I've got another Ontario Northland boxcar somewhere. But I couldn't find it. However, I did find my Ontario Northland amethyst hoppers. Oh, Harry's getting a root canal as well. That's alright. My mum used to call me David. And in fact, my wife still calls me David. Never really get used to the Dave name change thing I did. Oh, Aaron, yes, they make plenty of money, don't they? But that's okay, it's a job I wouldn't want to do. Oh, that sounds good, Darren. Thank you. Yeah, I would say tooth pain is even worse than migraines, to be honest. It's pretty bad. Oh, that's nice, Peter. Needles in the eye for macular degeneration is absolutely the worst. My father-in-law has that. Yeah, not fun. Hey, come on, we're not supposed to be talking about everyone's illnesses this year. At least not until the end of the year. Oh, it's Casey's birthday. Happy birthday, Casey. Maybe the birthday song will come on later. We'll kind of impromptu dedicate that to you. But how nice are those little N-scale locos? Isn't that amazing? If you're in the chat, Kevin, thank you very much. Thanks, Kurt. It's so frustrating. I started the year... Well, I finished the year on such a high and had so many exciting things to get done, and then it was like... boom. Pain. Totally deflates you. You know what it's like. You all know what it's like. You've all been there. You've all had some sort of pain issue. It's so frustrating because I was dying to get into my new air compressor and set up the room next door to paint things. Nah, it's still a disaster through there. Yes, RD, the N-scale, the N-scale is all Kato at the moment. I tell you what I was looking at was... I was looking into changing the couplers because these Kato couplers are horrible. They're way too small. They don't play well with others. Even the two Katos that I've got now, the two Canadian Nationals that I'll show you on the desk, the one I got this morning, or at least the other day, and the one I already had from John, they are both the same, right? However, they just disconnect. Couplers are garbage, so I think I need to change them for microtrains. Is that what I'm going for? Microtrains couplers? No, I don't. Yeah, I need to swap them out for microtrains couplers, because these couplers are garbage. They look nice. Actually, that one looks different from this one. Hold on a second, maybe they've got different couplers. Oh yeah, that one's different, look. This coupler is rubbish compared to this coupler. Yeah, they're not the same at all. So, this coupler good, this coupler bad. So I've been watching some videos on how I convert the couplers. I would like them all like this. There's a little bit of modification required, and obviously I need to buy a pack of those couplers at some point. And then I'll be able to run everything, because these don't even run together. I tried doing a double header and they just keep disconnecting, which is frustrating. How cute are they though? Oh boy, but yeah, the duplication process has begun. As in duplicating all my HO stock to with N-scale. Oh my god, it's going to be difficult for me to find words tonight. I'm a bit baked, half-baked, not fully baked. Fully baked, that's what it is. Right, I'll stop talking for a wee while. We'll just let the trains do the talking if I can find them. There we go. Dale Powell, welcome to the channel. And I just turned on subscriber mode only tonight. Just because, I don't know why. Just because reasons. Kind of wanted to keep it nice and cozy. Everyone that we know. Everyone that we trust. So RD says, hasn't had any problems with the cattle couplers on his Amtrak auto train equipment. Maybe it's just that one coupler has been... Nah, the one at the front of it's the same. I think it would probably work perfectly fine with the same coupler. However, I don't have any other freight with those couplers. So it's the same front and back. So yeah, that would work fine. That coupler would work fine with that coupler, but this is the only one I've got with those couplers. Whereas these couplers, way better. I think the difference is these spring, the knuckles actually spring like that, whereas the other coupler, I think it's the non-hook side that springs. You see that? And that's why they're not working well together. Hey Polizzi, thank you for the membership. But yeah, that's another set of skills that I need to learn. Once I get the hang of it, it'll be fine, you know. And certainly for the... not only that, but Polizzi sent 5 ScotRail's gift memberships. Right, as soon as I'm feeling better, I will do a members only video for you guys. I usually do a sort of members video update thing. So everyone else isn't really missing out on much. It's really just behind the scenes nonsense. So who got a membership there? Courtesy of Polizzi. Distracted Engineering. Keith Bevan. Corky. Cameldan. Valley. That's great. I recognise all these names. Don't you just hate it when you gift a membership and it just goes to some rando that never even comes in the channel? That's kind of frustrating. I wish we could get to choose who gets them. Right, so Darren's suggesting take one coupler from one loco and remove it and change it to the other loco. So I could take the front one of the lead loco, take that one off, swap it for the front one of the other loco, or vice versa. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But that means it's only going to work with those particular two, that combination. I'd rather just have them all standardised, but hey, that's a job for another day. Oh goodness, I'm a bit relaxed. Let's set up properly. Okay, where is the Ontario Northland? He's over at the lake at the moment. So yeah, getting back to the whole resolution things. What's everyone got planned? Marcus, yes I did. I got to 10,000 subscribers on a live stream on, it was actually technically on the last day of the year. It was like 1 in the morning, I believe, on the 31st, so that was perfect. Oh, Jason, I completely there with you. My fat butt also needs to lose some weight. And the rest of me. Not just my butt. Actually, my butt's perfect. But you don't need to know that or see it. Peter, it's not attacking the bear. It's... the deed has already been done. The deer is an ex-deer. Poor little deer friend is watching in horror. Nah, Darren, if I fall onto the floor, just let me rest, okay? I'll be fine. Right, Sandwich planned on starting my layout, but we got over a bit of snow, and driveway is full of snow. Oh my God, it's not stopped snowing here in a month. We're not getting a huge amount of snow, but I miss the ground. I forget what the concrete and the asphalt looks like. George Darabi is going to build his new layout. Very nice. RDE, my plan is to get as far along with building lighting and details before the N-scale weekend in Altoona. Nice. Oh, Raven is to stop procrastinating and get progress. That's the tough bit. Sometimes you just got to do stuff. Right, here's what I found in my... Oh no, wrong one. In my full 2.5 years of this hobby is to get over procrastination. Don't feel that whatever you do is the final result. I've made plenty of mistakes, but at least you're getting something done. Learn from them, and you're more inspired to fix it almost immediately. But if you're always thinking of that perfect finish, you'll never even start. Perfection is the enemy of done, as I say. Ooh, the guy actually dropped off all the work he needs. Will be easy. Now, it will never be easy, but you know. Oh yeah, you know what? There's so many times I've been tempted to actually just rip up this entire track and relay it with Code 100. But it's I don't mind doing that, but the thought of doing all the ballast work again, that just depresses me. If it wasn't for the ballast, I would probably have relayed this track with Code 100. So yeah, just get it done. I've been running trains quite happily now for 2 years. Not completely happy because there's certain older trains I cannot run. Hey, James, you're not late. I'm late. I just thought I would just get online because I know there's people that are kind of bored on Fridays and they just want to hang out somewhere and yap. So I'm not in the best of shape, but I'm here. And yes, this is probably... yeah, this is probably the last time you'll see the N-scale up there. Once I feel a bit better, that's N-scale's getting put back down onto the table layout underneath the far side, and I'll start building the town area, okay? Aaron, did you stick to that resolution though? That's the question. I should start feeling better tomorrow. That will be, I'll have 3 antibiotics in me by then, and that stuff works fairly quickly to get rid of all the swelling and pain, but you have to take it for a full week. And then it's on to the fun stuff at the dentist for a root canal, which is next Friday, so I won't be doing a stream next Friday, I don't think. I'll be fairly miserable. God, I'm tired. I'm only tired because of all the painkillers and antibiotics. James, I think I've had root canals and... Well, I thought I had them in every single tooth I had left, but apparently not. There's still one there. I've got terrible teeth, but you probably noticed that. This will be the year where I do something about my stupid mouth. Hey, remember I was talking about getting an SD40-2 Ontario Northland? I thought they had one on... I thought they had one in Otter Valley for sale, but it's not there. I thought it was a Bowser. It's probably sold out. And I thought, well, maybe it's Rapido. But why am I so low? There we go. So I tried Rapido, they don't have one either, so I guess I'm going to be looking for an SD40-2 at the next train show, because I'm getting quite a lot of Ontario Northland stuff. Didn't like it at first, but now I do. The more you play with stuff, the more you like it. Don't go there. Don't go there. Oh, Rando, are you talking about try Bowser's own website? Ugh, it would cost an absolute fortune if I have to get it from America, unfortunately. Ideally, I want to get it locally, either Otter Valley. Oh, Paris, not Paris, Credit Valley. They've got an online place near Toronto. I could try them. Other things I've started or planning for this coming year. I am going to up my music game. I have paid for a year's subscription to Epidemic Sounds. So it's not just the freebie YouTube audio library. So next videos I'll probably start using just, I wouldn't say it was much better audio, but it's going to be different. You guys are hearing the same stuff every stream and every video. Oh, that sounds terrible. Tony. I know your name isn't Tony, but I'm going to call you Tony because I can't be bothered. Oh, Russ, that sounds awful. Okay, I guess we're just talking about all our ailments tonight. The floodgates are open. To be fair, I started it. So yeah, I should have better music. And the other thing you might have noticed in the last two videos, I'm not doing my little intro anymore. For now. Unless I make a new one. But you know how I do a little intro and then it plays the little trains going by, transitioning from an old steam train to a diesel. I just feel that people don't have as much patience as they used to, and they just want straight into the video. So I've ditched that for now. If I get a lot of people saying they miss it, then I'll make a new version with maybe a smoking steam train and a newer diesel. Maybe the Katie, the smoking Katie. We'll see. So that's the plan for this year. Get the videos a bit better quality. Get working on the N scale. Get working on the HO scale town. Once I feel a bit better. Alright. So, let's see. I suppose we could change out a train. Let's just keep it simple. We'll swap out the locals, keep the rolling stock, alright? Because I'm only going to be here for another hour or so. So Randall says he has a CP Rail SD30C Echo. Let me look that up. I've not heard of that one. I've got my green slime juice tonight. Hey Dan, I'm not getting rid of the intro thing because I don't like it. I just want to kind of evolve the channel a bit. Make it a bit more mainstream, you know. But the last thing I want to do is upset people that like everything that I've already done. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the locals. I don't want to be jumping up and down all over the place. I'm going to be running a local that you've not actually seen much. I'm going to replace my Big Mac for something else. It is another Big Mac, but it's not one that you've probably seen very much. I always forget I've got it, to be honest. I'll go and grab it off the shelf and show you what I'm talking about. So this is one that I got at a train show pretty cheap, and it was DCC. And I didn't even realise at the time it was another Big Mac. So he's a nice loco. So I'll put him on instead of the Canadian Pacific Big Mac, alright? I think that is actually an SD80. Don't ask me why I think that, it just rings a bell. Okay, so he's going on next. The Yellow Borg, okay. Oh, I'm so fed up with this snow, and it's technically not even supposed to have snowed until like mid-January, but oh well. It's going to be one of those winters in the last 100 years. Okie dokie, he's off. Many people are here. 81 people. Thank you all for turning up for this very late stream without prizes. Don't worry, we'll definitely do the prize giveaway soon. Just I need to be fully prepared for it though, right? Thank you for that, Jack. James, the splendid red engine. Sorry, I've still not got back to you about my chimney thing. Because, you know, I have to keep showing people my munchkin face. Not munchkin. Gerbil face. It's a wee bit swollen and kind of sore. So I'm not really thinking about anything. But I did want to run a wee stream while I was reasonably alive. Oh my goodness, Spence was watching the very first ScotRail's live stream today. I need to go back and check and see how bad that was. Okay, where is the... Nope. Where is it? There, here he comes. These are not the best camera angles tonight. I'm going to have to change them up as well soon. So Randall says the reason it's called an ST90/43 Mac is because the real ones came with a 4,300 horsepower 710 prime mover that could later be upgraded to the 6,000 H. See, Randall knows this stuff because, like, he working on the railroad, I believe. Yeah, he definitely works on the railroad. It's all a different language to the likes of me. Wow, Spence, I had 12 viewers on my first live stream. That's not bad, to be honest. It's better than none. I'm going to grab a smaller loco for track 3. Something that will make it round there without derailing would be nice. Did I say hello, people? I don't remember saying that, Spence. How about I grab the CNW? It's probably strong enough to hold that small load, right? Actually, I'm going to stop it over there. That's going to be much easier to put in the track. You'll see that in a wee sec. Thomas, it's appreciated that you showed up tonight. Would have been totally I was so close to just going to bed, to be honest. But I came downstairs just to check my emails and thought, you know what? I don't feel too bad. It's probably the drugs talking. Legal drugs. Okay, and we're off. Right, what is James's Splendid Red Engine? Okay, I'll let you discuss that. It's not what Aaron was talking about, though, I don't think. Just in case you don't. I thought you were talking about, and don't get me wrong here, I thought Aaron was talking about selling the boxes for storaging, the boxes for storing trains that Aaron makes. That's what I think he means by selling them at a train show. Train storage boxes, they're really good, custom made. That loco needs a light on, I'm slipping. There we go. I think I'll try and throw on the Canadian Nationals back to back, or front to back. I think back to back's the term. I've got a feeling that Holly's not going to turn up tonight. She probably decided, oh well, Dave's not on, I'll have an early night. Or just curl up in front of the TV with a bottle of vodka. That'll be Holly. Couple of issues. So I'm also not sure if Kevin is going to be having his stream tomorrow. He's been feeling under the weather also, Kevin's Tiny Trains. He might actually be watching and just lurking, because he's had a cold the last week as well. Michael, no, they have separate numbers and I've just got them consisted together, the Mother and Slug unit. HHC, welcome. Yeah, I'll throw on the Mother and Slug after, when we're bored with the CNW, alright? I don't want to be jumping up and down too much though, I'm still a wee bit, you know. Oh, I keep going to the wrong camera. I'm not exactly 100%, I'm maybe about 33.25%. healthy, which isn't great, but I'm here and we can run some trains. But let's just take it easy, eh? Thank you, Daniel. Yes, alive. Alive and moaning. RD says, has anyone heard from N-Scale Trainboy? I don't actually know who N-Scale Trainboy is. Take naps between changing trains. If I take a nap, I won't wake up. Hey, I'm just going to shut this camera down briefly. Try and restart it. I don't like the flickering, alright? So we're going to have a black screen for now, and it should come back in a wee sec. Sometimes I have to do this with these cameras for some weird reason. Well, this one camera is obviously on its way out. Oh yeah, Spencer, there's no way I could deal with the car system whine tonight. Oh, I tell you what I should do is change out the BC Rail caboose. Can remember the number of that? I can't wait till it comes round again. What was he? 8105? I'll go and grab a Union Pacific caboose for us, alright? Okay, sorry, HHC is Joe. HHC is Joe. Will I remember that? Hey Matthew, I was watching a bit of your stream very briefly. I was kind of out of it, but yeah, it must be pretty cold out in that semi-outdoor display you've got. So Matthew was running his trains out in a... It's kind of a sun deck he's got. A covered sun deck. Really nice area for his trains in summer, but winter, he just watches it remotely. So a bit like us. So that's Matthew's model trains. Yeah, we'll see about the Sue. I know I missed that on the last stream. There's Anne-Marie, welcome, good evening. Just a short stream tonight. Right, so Joe says the HHC comes from a previous incarnation a long time ago. I was fortunate enough to be the CEO of that unit for a brief period of time when I served in the US Army in the ROK, whatever. I don't know what ROK is. Okay, Harry, you go take care of that doggo. Good evening, John. Yes, I knew I had met you somewhere before. That was when you were not vending. Well, you have fun operating drains, Darren. Oh, Republic of Korea? Well, guessing just South Korea. Yeah, minus 15 is no fun at all outside. Well, inside. If it's minus 15 inside, that's bad. You get one of those infrared heaters. I've got one in my garage. It works pretty good. Doesn't cost too much. No, I won't be doing Amherst show. Not for a while. Not till things sort themselves out at the border. I do not want to end up in a concentration camp. Thank you very much. Knowing my luck, I would get deported back to Scotland. I think I'd rather go to El Salvador, to be honest. 96 folk. I was not expecting so many people to come in this late. So welcome everyone. A couple of new people have joined or subscribed tonight. Don't know if they're in the chat, but if you are, hello, welcome. This isn't my usual level of what's the word? Enthusiasm. To be honest, if you've only just subscribed, you wouldn't have seen my community posts. So yeah, I had a bit of a dental emergency yesterday, and I'm a bit swollen up, so full of all sorts of chemicals right now. But we should resume normal programming in a couple of weeks, because I need to get this sorted and get back to normal, eh? I'm quite excited with the thing. I ordered something off of eBay that's coming from somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where. So that should be here in time for the giveaway, because there was one category of the giveaways, one scale, that I didn't really have anything special enough. So the timing should be pretty good for that. And I think whoever wins it will be very happy. Oh, I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to talk briefly about this. Hold on a wee second. I will be making an actual video on this one. And someone in here is going to be quite excited with this one. Hold on a sec. So you may know that I have 2 of these, okay? Intermountain J's. Tier 4 or Gevos, whatever they are. They're really gorgeous. I've got 2 of these. That's just greedy. So I will be doing a giveaway when I get to my 3-year anniversary, which is in March, alright? And one of these will be up for grabs. But you're going to have to earn that one, because that's quite a decent thing to give away. It comes in its box and all its literature. It will pretty much be brand new, because I never really run these. Well, I run one, but they're both the same number. There's no point running both of these at the same time. It just looks silly. However, it will benefit you. If you're wanting to win this, it will benefit you to pay attention to the upcoming videos. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Right, so James reckons it's an orange Gevo. I'm sure it'll tell me on the box. I will run one tonight, actually. In fact, we'll throw one on next and you'll get to see how nice it is. Get you excited for the upcoming giveaway, but as I say, that's the March giveaway. So Matthew reckons it's an ET44 AC. Oh, thank you, Russ. That was very considerate of you, my friend.
At Russ Rocking a Railroad super chatted for $. Thanks for stream tonight, Dave, despite tooth.
Right, we will slow this one down. Keep going to the wrong camera. Where is it? Oh, this one. Yeah, I'll swap this out for the J. Good evening, Spinner. Stop talking about food. The only thing I can eat just now is scrambled eggs. Thank you, James. Every penny and every dollar counts.
At James the Splendid Red Engine NWR
Thankfully, I don't have to spend it in
66 cents.
dental work. I've got insurance for that. But that will go towards train shows, which is awesome. So thanks, James. I do like scrambled eggs with buttered toast and Sweet Baby Ray's sweet chili sauce. It's really good. So Matthew, I noticed that you've kind of got 3 displays or 3 layouts on the go at the moment. You've got your one in your house, in your bedroom. You've got the one on the deck, but you've also got one in the basement. Or is that just track that you throw together when it's way too cold everywhere else? Is that the plan? So are you going to be building more on the deck layout? Is that a permanent area for you? Because I don't think that's your house. I would just be careful about building, you know, putting a lot of effort into somewhere that you might have to move it at some point, that's all. But a lot more space is better than your room, I guess. So build it in modules and you can move it about, I suppose. Right, so that the basement is just track thrown together because you just have to run trains. I get it, I understand that. That's weird, Harry, because we've got a golden and he loves the snow. He's like a husky. He goes out there and lies down and we have to go and put him back in. Freak. His favourite his favourite hobby at the moment, my dog takes his toys out to the garden, gets them covered in snow, waits till they freeze and then brings back in and crunches them. Oh, such a goof. Right, where's Orange? Oh, there he is over there. God, I'm just not focused tonight. I'm so sorry. Yes, the zoomies are fun. So I got my dog the best Christmas present this year. I got him one of those squeezy chicken things. You know, the ones that scream at you when you even just touch them. I thought he would have shredded it within 10 minutes, but it's still working. Drives the rest of the family bonkers. I love it. I think it's so funny. But because it squeaks quite a lot, he doesn't tend to bite into it. He just runs about and makes a noise. So that's fun. Best present anyone got. Thanks, Michael. Okay, so the sun deck is... I need to be careful how I talk. Every time I bang that, it goes right to my brain. How flame resistant is the foam you use? Just curious. Saw another video, they had a fire on the layout and some were asking about foam. Well, I'm hoping it would be fairly fire resistant because it's the stuff you use inside houses. However, I use the hot wire cutter to cut through it to mould mountains and things, and it does smoke quite a lot. So it might smoulder but not catch fire. I'm not sure. It's the generic white foam. And the pink foam I think is probably even more fire retardant. But I could be completely wrong. I'm not a builder. But it's used for insulation in houses, so you would think it would be relatively fireproof. Oh, Russ, don't talk about the frozen poop thing, because actually, to be fair, it's easier to pick up. Let's not talk about the poop, right? Joel, thank you very much. That was very kind. I wasn't expecting that.
At HHC19, AVN super chatted $10. Learned a lot from you, Dave. Contribution worth every penny.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, as I was trying to say there, I wasn't expecting to come on and get you super chats. This was really just... I felt bad for not appearing, so much appreciated, Joe. Oh, goodness. Hey, there's Danny. Oh, Danny, I've not been tracking that parcel. Any idea where it is? Save me looking it up. You know what? I do have fire extinguishers, but I don't think I've got one in the train room. I think it's in the hall. It's reasonably close. Don't talk about things like that. If there's a fire and it's growing faster than you can get to the fire extinguisher, then just grab your family and your dog and get the hell out of there, right? That's what insurance is for. Right, I have to check an email for Daniel. Bear with me. Okay, so George reckons the white foam was like burning gasoline. That's the opposite of fire retardant then. Right, so Daniel has sent me a picture of the trolley they run in Philly now. It's Japanese. Oh, interesting. I'll let everyone see that. I'll get my keyboard up and we can enlarge it for everyone. That's cool. Go Eagles. Nice. That's neat. I wonder if they make a model version of that. Hello, Alan from Kansas City, which is not in Kansas, apparently. Remind me where Kansas City is. They always bring that up in movies, don't they? Oh, they do. Oh, sorry, that was the link. I was thinking that the link was just the same picture. Right, so there's one on eBay, a model version. I might as well share that. Oh, right, so it's in Kansas and Missouri. Right, okay. Okay, so here's the model version. It's kind of cute. It looks a bit like the Scepter I've got, colour-wise at least. It's a bit squarer though. 130 American, that's like nearly 200 Canadian. That's a lot of money. Who makes it? Does it say? Oh, it does say Scepter. Right, that makes sense then. Surely it's not made by Kawasaki though. Reasonable detail in there though. Especially the roof. Nice. Wonder if that beacon flashes or not. $45 shipping as well. American. That's way too much for USPS. That's a rip-off. So that's like $70 shipping on top of nearly $200. These people are on drugs. It's nonsense. So the real trolley is made by Kawasaki, the model is by Imperial Hobby. Okay, thanks. Good evening, BN Ironwood Railroad. Let us know if you are new or if it's just a YouTube name messing up. I do think we got another subscriber there, so I think BN Ironwood is new. So annoying. I feel I have to explain myself every time someone new comes in, because this is not the usual Friday night stream, okay? I had a bit of a dental emergency and I'm a wee bit, what's the word? Under the weather, to be polite. So I was going to do a big giveaway event tonight, but it's not happening because I don't have the energy and the passion, and I didn't have time to organise anything, okay? Knackered, that's not a bad word. Doped up is also a good phrase. So Joshua's working on some engines. Loaded, I'm not, well, I'm kind of half-baked. I do have some Tylenol and Advil in me. Not whiskey, although that's probably not a bad idea. This is my favourite one though, isn't that nice? Lynn McCurdy. It's a nice looking sticker. I'll be getting more stickers hopefully this year. Right, one more lap for the CNW and we'll swap that out for the Mother Slug combo. The Canadian National set, alright. Yeah, Tim, I'm hoping to feel better by tomorrow afternoon, to be honest. Just once this swelling goes down a bit, I shouldn't feel so bad. Right, so Danny's loco should be here by the 9th, which is next Friday. And then I'll get to work. So Danny's sending me a Steam loco to do a DCC conversion on. It shouldn't be too difficult. It's a Mahano. I've done plenty of them before. So it should be relatively straightforward. I will make a little video on that. Right, so I've got a video from, not a video, I've got an email from James, the Splendid Red Engine. Here's some pictures of my latest model train purchase and my custom E2 bodies. Ooh, very nice. I'm not going to show that on the other screen, just because there's other details in this image that I don't want people to see. Very nice. So you're into the sort of British stuff then? Or British Steam stuff at least. So Spence, don't know if you caught that, or anyone else for that matter, the orange loco is one of two that I've got. I will be giving the other one away on the channel anniversary in March, alright? But it's not going to be just a draw. You're going to have to work for it. You have to be a dedicated follower of the channel to understand. I'll explain it in the rules when we get there. It's a yummy, yummy engine. Absolutely gorgeous. That's why I bought 2 of them, but having 2 of them is just greedy, so. One will be going to a new home in the early part of the year. So I think that is Craig is leaving us, so you have a safe weekend, Craig. So Rando's got the Scale Trains version. I wonder what the differences are. Because as far as I'm concerned, this loco has got plenty of detail. It's got loads of lights. So you even get the little red light at the front and back for... Well, I'll show you actually. If I hit change direction, this will slow down. When it starts going backwards, there's a little red light on the... Let's see what side is it going to be. On the right-hand side above the ditch light. Should be a little red light that comes on when it goes in the opposite direction, and it's the same at the back. This is so cool. Little details like that I just love. It does have number board lights, but I've forgotten the button to switch them on. Okay, I'm swapping out the C&W when it comes round, okay? Okay, night AWR. Scale Trains has fake brake chain, Intermountain has real brake chain. Interesting. Okay, where is the C&W? He'll be here shortly. Good evening, Ward. So Ward says the Florida East Coast Grupo Mexico colour scheme is one of the best. I'll need to look that up. I might have seen it and thought, ooh, that's nice, but it wasn't relevant to me. So Tim says, hey Dave, got a Canadian Pacific Bud RDC today. Nice. Which make is it, Tim? What manufacturer do you have? Oh, that camera's glitching again. So Randall's saying there's not a huge amount of difference between the Scale Trains and the Intermountain, except Intermountain seems to be much cheaper and easier to get. Glitchivitis, indeed. Proto, right, cool. I've forgotten the question now. What was it? Oh, the make of... Oh, my goodness. I forgot what we were talking about. Doesn't matter. Right, let me swap out a trade. Okay, back shortly. Or swap out a local. Lupus1437 subscribe to the channel. Welcome, Lupus. If you are in the chat, please say hello. Or not. No pressure. Right, I cannot find the Mother Slug set, so in the interest of continuity, I will run something that was suggested earlier on, which was my little Sue loco, a little bit of Sue freight on front of what I've already got. Did that new person say hello? Let me check. Lippus, did Lippus, whatever. Did you get a replacement from Skill Trains for Motor Burner? No, I didn't. No. I'm just going to have to fabricate something. Right, let's get this little guy on the track. He should be number 729. James, no, I'm not showing the email because there's stuff I don't, you know, my stuff that I don't want people to see. Don't trust anyone in this place, you know. Huh. Ugh, plastic wheels. Yuck. Are you sure about that, Matthew? Because I do have a couple of Protos. Oh no, wait a minute. I've got lots of Proto Locos. I wonder if one will be similar. Because I've got lots of RDCs. I could I could scavenge one of them. I've also got... Can't remember what else I've got. But I've got plenty of Protos I could maybe just steal the motor from. You know, if I've got a Proto Loco that I never use, I might as well take the motor out of it and put it on the little Rio Grande scale trains, right? That would make sense. Because I'm more likely to run that. Yes, these gondolas are quite nice. I think they were... Oh no, they're Athearn. They've got those Athearn clips over the trucks, so... And they've got weights built in. I'll show you one briefly. They are quite nice. But I do need to add some wheels. Not tonight, I can't be bothered doing the wheel thing. But they're nice little gondolas. You can tell they're Athearn with those rusty clips. A nice weight in the underside, so pretty decent. I need to put something... Actually, coal would be nice in them, a nice contrast, right? Or some of that volcanic rock I was sent recently. That could look quite nice in there. Hey, good night, James. Panush says... I put spare short track in those cars. Heck, you could put anything in them. I like to be colour coordinated though. That's why I'm thinking something black would be nice in these. Oh, get on. Wow, how well does that roll? That's amazing. Very nice. So this little Sue Loco is an old Athearn Blue Box, and as you can see, it crawls incredibly well. Athearn are really, really good for converting. Athearn are just really good in general, let's face it. And something's derailed. At least I think something derailed. I heard a derailment noise. Let's see what's happening over the other side of the track. They usually do come sooner, Danny. I think they always give you the kind of worst case scenario date. Right. Oh, there, that's the one that's come off. Plastic wheels, I might have to do a wheel swap after all. Yeah, let's go and grab that. Shouldn't take too long, right? My favourite manufacturer? Ollie, that really depends on budget. And I think Athearn is come on, Athearn is budget these days, right? So yeah, I would say Athearn Blue Box, by far my favourite budget loco. mid-range. Well, what do we call mid-range? I will tell you now, Bachmann is not going to be in this list. Just not had luck with Bachmann at all. Bachmann rolling stock's good, but Bachmann locos, it just every single one I've had has got cracked gears. So let's see, I've got Intermountain that I totally love. Athearn Genesis is awesome. But Intermountain like to... Hold on, I need to change the music, sucks. Intermountain seem to be using Loc sound decoders, whereas Athearn Genesis are using Tsunami, which I'm not actually that keen on. It might be the speakers they're using, I don't know, but I like the Loc stuff. Bowser. So I've only got one Bowser and I absolutely love it. I don't know if I could choose my favourite. Higher end, got to be Broadway Limited, which I got recently. You know about the Katie, I love that thing. But budget wise, I would say Athearn or Walther's Trainline, they're really good budget locos as well. Right, let's have a look at the wheels. I need to dig some wheels out for this, alright. I am almost due for my next dose of medicine, we'll call it. Yes, Russ, that's... Oh, I've still to experiment with the exhaust, the fan drive thing for the smoke on the BLI. Because I want to reduce it. It's shooting up the smoke into the air way too fast. Thank you for that, Mick. And the good thing, Thomas, I know what you're saying about the Athearn Blue Box, and the only thing that ever seems to go is the gears, but not as bad as like Proto. And the gears, thankfully, are fairly easy to source, which is good. I even got some from AliExpress, pretty cheap, and they work just fine. But once you put new gears in them, run them in, oh my goodness, they're so good. Obviously the detail in the old Athearn Blue Box isn't fantastic, but you can scratch build your own detail. I've been doing that with like ditch lights and marker lights and stuff. And it makes a huge difference, I think you'll agree. Yep, Daniel, I'm doing the wheels now. See, that's really weird, Rouser, because I find the Intermountain speakers are better than the Genesis. Maybe the sound file that I've got, I don't know. And then you've got Rapido, of course. Which isn't that expensive, but the detail's phenomenal. But you're just a wee bit limited with Rapido. As much as they're a growing company, they still don't have a huge amount of available locos compared to like Athearn or Walther's. Oh, where's my wheels? I think I might run out of wheels. Let's try these ones. I must have a wee bag of wheels somewhere. These ones will do. These are... I think these are actually... It says Lifelike, but they've got the plastic axles. I think they're probably the Athearn. You know how some of the Athearns come with the plastic axles? Metal wheels, plastic axles. They're still reasonably good wheels. Hey, thank you David Markham. Renewing your membership. I'll try and make more of an effort this year for memberships. Get you a regular update. Oh, that's not spinning very nice. Don't think I can use these ones. I would need to hone out the trucks for them. Okay, let's try a different wheel set. I've got those mega shiny ones. Oh, they would work because they've got narrower or shorter axles. Might look a bit funky because they're chrome. Oh, you bought your J. Well done, David. You must be loving it. So I reckon these wheels will work just fine, but they do look a bit weird because they're so shiny. Which is fine if you like shiny wheels. It's already got weight in it, look. It's got plenty of weight. Check. Of course, I pick up the one that isn't the same as those. That's better. That's spinning nicely now. One more. Cool. This one looks quite nice with the chrome wheels. Very bling. Right, let's get that back in the track. Just waiting for bridge access. Ah, that's what it's called, a truck tuner. I need to get one of them this year. Right, let's see. Let's showcase the crawl. I mean, seriously, how old do you think this loco is? Are we talking 80s or 90s era? It might even be a 3-pole motor. Or did Athearn always use the 5-pole motor in these locos? Oh, nice one, David. Oh, January the 8th, so next Thursday. Very good. So RD reckons maybe late 80s for this loco. So I think what I'll probably do, I might switch out the headlight for a warm white and make some marker lights for it. Might even add some ditch lights to this one. Need to change the acceleration on that. That's a bit unrealistic. Also need to swap out the caboose. What am I doing? I do have the caboose ready. It's a very nice caboose. Check out my caboose. This is the one that we spent rather a long time adding the marker lights to, remember? Don't think it was worth the effort. As you can see, I've added fibre optic cable through there. Both sides. It's cute, I like it. Right, once we get this running with the caboose, I'm going to nip upstairs and grab some magical potions. Russ, I've got one coil car. John Train BFGR's got another 3 that I might buy, because I really like them. They're a wee bit too delicate though on the top for my sausage fingers. Hey, good night, Richard. You only just found out that your nephew has a 3D printing farm? Well, take full advantage of that then. And in fact, tell him about this hobby, because there's plenty of people looking for 3D printed items. While that's stopped, I'm just going to change the momentum for acceleration. Let's go with 70. See what that looks like, shall we? That's better. Oh, then it's suddenly off like a rocket. Nah, it's not too bad. Right, Joe has sent me something. A few live streams back, there was some discussion about cab rides and cameras. Here is a video I took mid-train. Blah, 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 blah. I need to download it. Hold on a sec. So this is from Joe HHC 19AVN, okay? Once it downloads, we'll have a look at that. Oh, hold on a second. I have a visitor. In fact, I need to nip upstairs anyway and get my, drugs. Right, what was it doing? What was it doing? Paul Ban, congrats, Mr. Fancy Pants. 10,000 subs. I definitely was on Santa's nice list. Oh yeah, absolutely. So, do any of you people here like trains? What a strange question. Harry, Thingiverse is the best place for free 3D printed files, but there's plenty of other places that charge money that get better files. So you've got a 3D printed re-railer stick, very nice, they're very handy. No, I definitely don't have a letter from you. Hi. I did check recently and there's nothing in there. Right, I was doing something and I've completely forgotten what it was. Apart from changing the music. Oh, I was going to show that video. Right, hold on. Why is it not showing me? What's wrong with the sound? Oh, it was bad music, Dan. Probably. Okay, let's have a wee look at what Joe sent me. Let's see, do we have sound? Should have sound in that. I'll turn the music off for now. So this is your camera car, right? Doesn't look too bad. The sound is cutting out. Is that cutting out for everyone or just for Dan? I'm not seeing any problems at my side. No issues with high for sound. Sounds okay for Rouser. Yeah, I don't generally get sound issues with this stream. Actually, I've been pretty lucky with all my streams, but I do have a pretty decent connection here. Yeah, surely this isn't 26 years old. You just didn't reset the time stamp, I'm guessing. No, it's widescreen. There's no way this is 26 years old. Yes, I did get my 10,000 just before the end of the year, David. Tell you what, I mean, the image quality is not bad, but the FPS is really good. It's pretty smooth. What sort of camera is that then? The only thing I don't like about this view is you always get to see these strange looking giants on the layout. Kind of spoils the illusion, right? It's a nice speed that it's running though, I have to say. Yep, nice and smooth. Look at that giant. My goodness, he's ugly too. He was much prettier. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Let me know what you used for camera work. What sort of camera it was, I mean. I'll watch the whole thing later, okay? Alright, info on the camera is in the still photos. Right, okay, let's have a look. So it is TAC Camera HD High Performance Body Cam. Bell and Howell. I'm going to look that up. Because that was pretty decent. Dig out my keyboard. Yeah, I don't see any on Amazon, unfortunately. Well, I don't have a toilet near me, so it definitely didn't come from me. All right, Dan's fixed his sound issues. Jolly good. I do feel, Danny, I didn't know you smoked, Danny. That's a terrible habit. Get on the vapes. It's much cheaper. Kills you in a different way. Kermandale, welcome. Kermandale, are you new? Is this your first visit to the channel? Welcome. I'm not at my best, I have to say. Look at the state of my hair. And my swollen mouth. Just not a good night, but hey, I'm here. For a wee while. We'll run a few more trains before we finish up. So, I tell you what, I'm thinking that if I improve vastly, how does Sunday sound for the giveaway this coming Sunday? Is that too short notice for people, or would Sunday even be okay for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway competition? Right, so Kermadale is John Russell. Yeah, Aaron, I was thinking if I'm going to do it Sunday, I would probably do it quite early on Sunday, to be honest. Well, when I say quite early on, I mean more like starting at 5 instead of 8. But again, it really depends how quickly I can recover from this, you know. I used to stream in Mondays, Sunday nights all the time, and it was a pretty good night, but I always felt bad for people that had to get up in the morning, you know. Yeah, I'll have a think about that. I'll get back to you over the weekend and confirm, all right? Right, I suppose... Oh, you know what? I didn't even have time to fix my TGV. I wanted that running for tonight's stream. But it requires some coupler work. Like coupler fabrication, because it's a weird linkage through the diaphragm business, and I really need to not hash it up because it's so small. Aaron, I know what you're talking about, but what I'm thinking is you might be best keeping them for your own giveaway. I don't really want someone else responsible for posting stuff out for something that I'm giving away. Well, I know you'd be giving it away, but yeah, I will reply to that email at some point. I think I might have to put the Big Mac back on. I'm missing it already. I also need to try and find a Canadian Pacific caboose in Enskill. Okay, David, I will watch for the email arriving. You don't have to post the same message many times. I do see it. I just take a minute to reply. Remember, there's like a 30-second delay from you posting a message and me seeing it and then replying to you. Right, I'll slow this N-scale down and we'll swap back to the Canadian Pacific, because not everyone will have seen it. For those late arrivals, you know. Oh, forgot to put the music back on. Awkward silence going on here. No problem, David, but just remember it does take a good 30 seconds satellite delay and all that, right? I mean, sometimes when I'm really busy, I don't get to see the chat because it scrolls too fast, but I'm not doing much tonight. Just chilling, taking it easy. Okie dokie. Let's get the Big Mac, or the Mini Mac, on the way. It would look so much better if I had a much longer track though, which I will. Once I get the other track done, the straights will be twice as long, so that'll be pretty good. I'll probably do, one of them might be a figure of 8 as well, because it looks good when it's twisting as well, right? Yep, David, you're gonna love it. Oh wait, we've got a runaway train. How'd that happen? It's probably got stupid couplers. I will check the coupler when it comes round. It's a bane of my existence, is this coupler issue. No, don't see any problems. Oh, and then it immediately stops. Right, hold up. Give me a wee sec, need to investigate this. I think it just wants to go fast. I think it's alright when it's going at this speed. Oh, Russ, not even close. I'm going to swap out. The J for. I'm going to swap out for the Rio Grande Heritage job. Yes, Russ has been way too polite. Oh, have you got a monthly budget, David? You're allowed to buy one item a month. Yeah, I need to curtail my spending this year. I really overindulged last year. It was fun, but you know, enough's enough. What did I say? Oh, Rio Grande Heritage Shrine. Oh yes, this is the loco that I fixed the running issue and broke the headlight. Ugh, more work. Haven't seen any Steam tonight. Well, maybe that's why Holly's not coming in. Let me grab a Rio Grande caboose. Don't know where you were taught French, but that's not how I was taught French. It's almost bedtime, I think. Walther's Ontario Northland SD75. I need to look that up. That sounds rather yummy. Is it? Yeah, SD75i. Possibly. Possibly. I'm not completely sold on that design. Let me find a decent picture for everyone, and we can compare. Yeah, doesn't cost too much either. Not bad at all. I'm just trying to find a decent picture. I know you sent me one, but it's not a huge picture. Come on, give me a big picture. For goodness sake. There we go. Right, so this is what we're talking about. Yeah, that could work. Hey, good night, Ollie. It's kind of like a small. Well, obviously it's a small SD90, but yeah, that could work. I'll keep my eyes peeled for one of them. Oh, goodness. Oh, the yawning has begun. Are you yawning now too, Ross? Sorry. Can't help it. Wow, it's a busy section of track. Goodness. Now I'm yawning because I'm picturing you yawning, Ross. Yeah, I'm not gonna last much longer. I don't know why the Minimac was disconnecting. That was weird. It seems to be fine now. So what's happening then? So we'll see how I feel by Sunday. But I want to be completely prepared for the giveaway whenever I do it, okay? Because I have to invent some competition rules and some means of winning. I'm not just going to add names and spin the thing. It's way too complicated to add names because people come into the chat all the time, right? So I do have some ideas. So yeah, it probably won't be Sunday, to be honest. I think I just need to relax. And yeah, just get better, right? Because the problem with infections, like even a tooth infection, it affects your whole body, right? You've got this nasty, what do you call it? It's not pus. Pus, such a horrible word, isn't it? Bacteria. Nah. Anyway, that runs through your whole system. It's not just locating in your mouth. John Morphy spotted your lake on one of the cameras. Does he use 2-part hardener and resin? It is, yeah, it's a 2-part resin. It was so easy to do, by the way. The hardest part is, where is it? I've lost it. The hardest part is prepping the underside to make it look the way you want it. Not everyone's going to like the way I did it. Most people do, for some reason. Oh, what's happened to Nessie? Nessie's kind of grounded. Hold on. Oh, there we go. But I saw someone do something similar in a very old video, and I thought, I kind of like that effect. So it's actually black in the middle, black paint in the middle, bright blue at the edges, kind of feathered out, and then just pour. It was almost clear resin I used. I added a tiny bit of green, and the reason I added a tiny bit of green was not to make the water green. It was because I know that resin turns kind of yellow over time, and I wanted to prevent that yellow effect, so I added a tiny bit of green pigment to it. I've got a couple of videos on it if you want to dig them out and have a look. But it turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. I need to check David's last message. If you ever get a chance to get to Menards, yeah, but that's in America. I'm not doing America at the moment. And I've got plenty of HO scale buildings. In fact, Wifey has started building my motel. I have no idea where I'm going to put a motel, but it's going on the layout somewhere. Wifey builds all my buildings. Yellow and blue mix green. What? That Messi with bulged eyeball, too funny. Oh, Nessie. It's not bulged. Nessie's blinking. That's all. I'll need to enlarge Nessie so you know what she actually looks like. Hold on. Oh, that's a big Nessie. I might leave her that size for a wee while. Yep, that sounds very familiar, Russ. The work I'll be getting done is a root canal, and the tooth next to it has got a broken root in it that needs to be removed. So fun and games, can't wait. It is side-eye, isn't it? I just spotted that. They have some pictures of the stuff on the webpage. Alright, I think I'm done actually. I'm fading fast, unfortunately, so I will bid you farewell. I will at least do some sort of live stream next week, but probably not the giveaway until I'm fully back to normal, because the big dental work is next Friday, so there's no way I'm going to be ready to do a stream on the Friday night, but I'll probably do a midweek stream. And then the week after that, we should be back to normal, okay? Anyway, thanks for dropping by. I am going to go to bed. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for my super chats and all my new members, and for gifting memberships. I did remember it all, okay? Take care. Bye for now. Missed the button. There we go. Bye for now.